Okay, folks, this is going to be some Demon Strolls. I am Sarah from 17, and without further ado, let's delete one of my characters, because I don't have any space. So that's what it's going to tell me. I don't really want to sign in, but... Yep, so I can't sign in. It's wanting me to download things, and you can only have 4 slots, so who do we get rid of? Who's the youngest? Should really do Bass Rootin'. Let's kill this person. This was my speedrun practice character, trying to do shortcuts and things, so let's get rid of him. Oh, weird. This is confusing. Let's do a Dark Souls 3 name. Why does it have 2? This is the first boss. Let's be him. The fuck? Why does it say Y? Because I made it say Y, of course. We're going to be male. Class. What starts with bleed? Do we know? That guy has an axe. That guy has a mace. I like the look of that character's armour. That person has another straight sword. The Wanderer might have bleed. He definitely doesn't have bleed. The Thief has a dagger. Temple Knight has a halberd. Does anybody start with a spear? That's a rapier. I think we're going to go Wanderer, and we're going to go... We're making a spear build, guys. Look at these quality looking dudes. There we go. The mullet. The black mullet. The white mullet. We're also going to do the training area. And I'm playing on... my setup at the moment is not ideal, because I have delayed audio. But it's audio, so that counts. Oh, we're skipping the intros. I would like to play the Journey to the Nexus, yeah. So one thing you might not know about Demon Souls is, God, it can load. This game loads all the damn time. It is absolutely brutal. Yeah, I think this has bleed. I can't tell how you find it. But you see where it says special effects, it says 120 and it's like that red weird symbol. I think that's bleed, poison, plague, and maybe magic. I never understood the shapes on this game. I kind of understand them because of Dark Souls, but I never understood them specifically. Like, you see where it says strength, dex, intelligence, and faith, and on here it's all weird pictures and weird, stupid symbols. Yeah, this game's really strange, but it's cool, and that's what matters. And I do love this first area. I think this is one of the better areas of any Souls game. Well, we don't do a lot of damage. Does this guy not attack? Interesting. That's weird. Gotta sprint. I love how fast this game is. It's really quick. Makes you feel it. And you might wonder why I wanted bleed. Well, if we're going to kill the Vanguard, bleed will make it a little... Oh, there's somebody in the Nexus. Well, somebody playing this game. Oh, no. Oh, that must be a developer spirit, because I'm not online. So that must happen every time. I got conned by my own excitement that someone's playing Demon Souls. Oh. So there's a lot of differences between this game and the games that follow, but some of them are really cool. Like, backstabs are harder to do. The parries are harder to do, but I don't like the parries in this game. They're a little bit too fast for my taste. Crescent Moon Grass. It is a cool game, though. Is he going to jump? Yes, he is. Well, I tried to do a backstep then and he caught it. GG, brother. Getting hit by idiots. Love it. Now we've got the Archstone and these fellas. My parry timing, as you can tell, is not great. That is a constant. I am not a very good Demon Souls player. Slice! What grass have we got? Just a bunch of crescent. Then again, I love the animation on the grass too. I love how it does that blue stuff when you take it. It's such a simple touch, but I like it cosmetically. So, let's hit the stone and let's go and meet the boss. Maybe the Dragon God, if we can play decently. But coming back to this game, after playing the newer ones, the rolling is kind of different. The roll on this game, for me, feels a little bit like floatier. It's all a timing thing. Once you adjust to the timing, you'll be fine. But if you don't, it can be tricky. Again with that bullshit. This guy's got my number. That was bad. Get him bounce off though. See what I mean? The parries are super. The second it touches you, you've got to do it. Which I think some people really like, but I think it kind of looks goofy. I really like the way it works in Dark Souls. To me, it makes more sense. But I prefer this to Dark Souls 2 because Dark Souls 2 parries were just dull. These ones take a lot more skill. Oh. You'll notice it's also one of the Hornet animations. Similar to the backstabs. The backstabs on this game use the Hornet animation. This is a tough dude, this guy. Yeah. This is a Blue Eyes Knight. This is kind of a pussified version of the Black Knights in this game. Boom, son. But they're fair, and they generally drop really good stuff. As I mess around with the physics and jumble that dude around a bit. Is he going to do the running pike? Running spike me? No? What is this guy doing? Yeah, look at the damage. Oh, it soon adds up. Please don't kill me, dude. I want to at least fight the Vanguard. He's bleeding, you see that? Oh, I forgot that bleed works differently in this game. Shit. I'm thinking Dark Souls, and this is not Dark Souls. That is a massive mistake. Bleed in this game is like a form of poison. It's really bizarre. It seems really strange too. This game has 3 different forms of poisoning. And I never understood that. Bleed, plague, and poison. And they all do the same thing, really. Only plague is the best. Look how fast it is, though. It's so fast. And if you're looking for a faster Dark Souls, this is one of the better options. On even faster would probably be Bloodborne, but there's a lot of aspects of Bloodborne that make it not very Souls-esque to some people. But I love Bloodborne. Bloodborne's probably my favourite, even though I think Dark Souls 1 is the best for me. I have a really weird ranking of Souls games. That was crap. I think Dark Souls is the best. I think Demon Souls is the one you should recommend for the Souls experience, and I think Bloodborne is my favourite. Even though I think Dark Souls 1 is better than Bloodborne. I've just got such weird stackings of how I feel about these games. Because I think Dark Souls is one of the best games ever made. Yeah, I wouldn't say the same about Bloodborne, even though I think, personally, I favour it at the moment, just because it's newer, you know? And I've played way too much Dark Souls, that's another issue. But Demon Souls I haven't played too much of, and Bloodborne I haven't played too much of either. This game I might have beat it maybe 10 times, maybe more, a couple more, but nothing ridiculous. I've done a Soul Level 1 playthrough, I've done a pure Black World Tendency playthrough. You know, the classics. Need to be careful with the turning attack. Lock-on was not too kind just then. He's doing the favourable pattern. I would like him to break the pillars if he can. That would be great. I said that would be great. Look at that. So this guy has got the Asylum Demon's butt stomp, or we should say the Asylum Demon's got this guy's butt stomp. So you'll see some pretty comparable features to it. The hitbox on this one is better, I think. Not too sure why. That might just be nostalgia, or I don't know. I feel like it's better. It's more fair. Be careful of the back edge of swings too. This is a game where the enemies swing horizontally and they mean it. And if you get hit on the back end of those swings, it's really bad news. But this is a way more interesting fight. See, just then, he could have hit me on the other side. If he wanted to, anyway. I was way too close to the wall, though, for my tastes. Which is why I've pulled away. Get into a more comfortable position. Did we manage to bleed him? I don't think we did. I think it's too good. Did we get him? I think we got him. My microphone's blocking his life bar. And I've got delayed audio. We got him, though. I wonder if that puts my character to white world tendency. Compare him to the Asylum Demon. I think he's a much better fight for a fight you're not really meant to win, or they don't think you'll win anyway. And you can use that spirit to make the Dozer Axe, I think, which is a weapon that has 300 damage at the very beginning of the game. The only problem is you need 30 strength to wield it, which is a lot of strength. And then we get to this, which I've always disagreed with. Because there's no way to not die. It's a little bit like Seath before people discovered you could do that Seath trick. Full moon grass, eh? It's delicious. I'm going to dupe that when we get to the Nexus. So that was really useful. Oh, also, if you have a problem with duping, guys, you might not want to watch this Demon Strolls, because I will be doing it, because it saves a lot of time. Upgrade resources. Sharpstone. Renowned Soldier's Soul. And I look at it like this. I'm playing offline, I'm not fighting other people, I don't have any kind of advantage. I've already beat this game a ton of times, and I don't want to waste time. So, it's just the quickest and easiest way. Oh, look at that. I have full life and the camera's spinning for some reason. Not even touching the controller, guys. I have my hands on my lap. The cutscene was so good, I had to fap. I don't know where the first spear is either. I don't know how to make a spear build on this game. I just thought last night, Son of Savile really wanted me to play some demons. It's been a long time since I've put demons on the channel, and I really want to play a spear build, so that's what we're going to do. You have died, and the Nexus has trapped your soul. And it gave us the Nexial Binding, which is going to be really useful for what we're about to do, which is getting sneaky with the old healing items. And look how it propagates my bar with all the bullshit I do not want. Right, Nexial Binding. Do we have any itemized souls? We do. We have the Vanguard soul, don't we? Unknown Soldier soul. Which gives you more? I have no idea. Right, see if we can still do this. It's been a long time since I've exploited this particular aspect of the game. I want to buy Crescent Moon. Then I want to press square. That might have done that wrong, but we'll see. My audios are all messed up. We'll live. So if I deposit this now, if he does a spell like that... Oh, it worked! Yeah, I did that wrong. I needed to wait for him to stop. My bad, guys. But this is the cost of being sneaky. Sometimes you get what you don't want. It did work, but it warped me. So you'll notice I now have 1,000 full moon grass. Where did I find 1,000 of those grass? Ridiculous. And then when you take 96 out, you only have 99 left, because the game's like, ha.
Best of luck
to you. We'll show you. But this is the duping glitch, and a lot of people have a problem with it. I'm not one of those people.
I would be happy.
I'm going to have this guy deposit this, because it's going to help us if we need to level up for anything specific.
Rest assured, your goods are
that shouldn't warp me. There we go. And then we can take out 99 grey demon souls. If you're going for the trophy, this is a fantastic way of not having to replay a brilliant game. So I recommend you replay the game, but you can do this should you need to. And now we can see how many we actually get for that. Is it a key item? It's there. My microphone's blocking it. Sorry, guys. What does that give you? Oh my god, it's just as crap as the Moonlight Butterfly. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But it's all good. What do you sell? Do you sell a spear, sir? We want to do spears today. I've got a dagger. That's cool. He does fresh spice, grindstones, battle axe, and a shield. What is my shield? My shield wooden? I need to buy that shield. Because mine is not 100% physical, I don't think. Yeah, 60. It's kind of shitty. How much was it? The heater, 2,000 souls. So we don't have enough for it, and I'm not going to use those souls to get it. Fuck it, we'll go do this. Good old Boletaria. So if you don't know, guys, the healing system in this game is completely broken. You have as many heals as you want. And I think they did it that way to offset, sorry, the difficulty of this game, because this is a truly difficult game, I believe. And it makes a really difficult game a little bit more manageable. I've also beaten this game without healing, so I have absolutely no qualms against stuffing my face with grass. But as you can imagine, it makes PvP incredibly fun. As we run around with an Nexial binding on, which is something I don't want to do. This is a good piece of grass. If you don't get the full moon grass, if you want to grab that and dupe it, that'll be more than enough heals than you'll ever need. So you can have a lot of fun with that. I generally go to the top of the Nexus, and then I get the white one. I forget the name of it. It's like Twilight Grass or something. Look at this dude. Additionally, toggling exists in this game, and it's actually really good. That was a partial. That's what a partial parry looks like in Demon Souls. Really weird animations. And people say that the game's animations haven't improved. Like, are you smoking crack? The animations in this game look so wobbly and weird. Look at that. The weapon does no damage. No Danny, son. No Danny. I was going to play this with the PlayStation 3 controller, because it's easier to do reverse rolls, and this game has the reverse roll as well, because it's the same system. Dirty bastard, where did you come from? But you'll notice, spiritually, this enemy is the exact same as the Hollows in Dark Souls. They are the same enemy. They share movesets, they just look a little different. So if you understand that enemy in that game, you will have a good understanding of the enemy in this game. Which is why there's so many features of it that make it feel very similar, but it's also very different too. Which is why I recommend Demon's Souls massively to players who've never played it, because I think it's a fantastic game. With some fantastic additions that made it into Dark Souls, and Dark Souls went and refined them. My stamina bar seems really high too, I like that. Whoa, should have toggled, but... Now I'm used to toggling the wrong section of the controller. We'll never win. We will never win. There is no plunge attacks on this game, so do not even try. It's a waste of time. I wish there was, there just isn't. You'll also notice we've got quite low life, so I'm going to be topping ourselves up a lot, 'cause if we don't, we will die. And there's a lot of enemies in this game that will more than happily oblige you when it comes to death. Even more so than Dark Souls. Missed him. But there's a part of me that really wishes the backstab in this game was the backstab that they went in Dark Souls 3. Because I don't think making the animations different is the source of fixing the backstabs. I think the Demon's Souls detection is what was needed. Because detecting backstabs in this game is way stricter. And it is a problem, even then, but it's nowhere near the same amount of problems you would have in a game such as Dark Souls where you have poise. Because poise makes everything easy. Well, that's what a lot of people believe anyway. And I suppose there's some truth to that. Stop it. What is that? Is it a firebomb? An unknown soldier's soul. But this was my speedrun character. And what I meant by that is earlier this year, I decided that I might try to speedrun a Souls game. And I thought I'd pick the one I'm the worst at. Because you have to play it a ton, don't you, to get better at a speedrun, so it would be an excuse to play this game a lot and get a lot better at it. So I started practicing the shortcuts. I started practicing the fast boss kills, you know, killing the man-eaters to get to the monk at the beginning of the game so you can get the soul mass, and then destroying everything with soul mass and clever catring and stuff. And I was having a lot of fun with it. And then something happened, like some game came out. It might have been Bloodborne. Because I mean last year, I don't mean this year. Something came out and I got obsessed. And all I wanted to do was play that game instead. That guy just threw a bomb. And I ended up stopping. And it's a shame too, because I was having a ton of fun. But whatever the game it was that derailed me was just too much to not play it. Can you do jump attacks in this game? I can't remember. Maybe you can't do jump attacks either in this game. So that might be another thing they introduced. So you can't do jump attacks or plunge attacks. Wow. The things you forget. Bomb. Come on, wall. Stop cock-blocking me. I think, though, the speed of Dark Souls 3 is way more comparable to this game. This game feels, in a lot of ways, very close to the speed of Dark Souls 3.